Good morning, everybody. Happy Saturday. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you all have been doing well. It's been a really good week so far for the most part. I've been making some time to spend with friends, and I have old friends coming to visit, and it's been really nice to kind of reconnect with people. I felt like for a while, since being in quarantine and whatnot and being so focused on work, it's been kind of hard to kind of unwind and unplug for a minute. So it feels good to kind of have that balance back in now, a little bit. Okay, and this is when the voiceover starts because I ended up getting a phone call, and I wanted to do a little bit of makeup therapy with all of you and just chat for a little bit. I was getting ready to go to a shoot with a friend, and it was going to be my first time shooting content in a long time. And I was on the phone catching up with someone, but I've been using these Glossier cloud paints for months now, and I love them. I wasn't really sure what kind of look I was going for today, probably just something really chill because I am going to be taking pictures, and it was really hot in Oakland that day, so trying to not put too much on, but I wanted my skin to be glowing, you know what I mean? So I really focused my makeup on my cheeks and stuff today. Anyways, for my hair today, I don't really curl my hair very often, but when I do, I love to pin them and let them cool. So I kind of alternate my hair clips, and that's how I curl my hair. And I go in different directions, so like towards my face and away from my face. I think the process of getting ready is really soothing for me, especially when I get to have extra time, and it makes me feel really good because I feel like I'm actually allotting time for some self-care. And so I hope that you are each finding times to take care of yourselves, even if it means just getting ready for no reason. Welcome back. I just finished getting ready. My friend Sarah's on her way right now, but I wanted to get into a little bit of journaling. I wanted to quickly thank Skillshare for partnering with me on today's video. Skillshare offers tons of different classes from people all around the world, and it's a really great space for you to get into your creativity. I think Skillshare is an amazing place for us to continue to keep learning, especially if you're in a creative rut. I don't know if it's just me, but I've definitely caught myself like going into mini slumps throughout quarantine, and it really made me feel really unmotivated. And so when I went onto Skillshare, I wanted to look up some different self-discovery classes, and so I have 3 to recommend to all of you. All 3 of these courses that I've been taking has to do with journaling and provides a lot of different prompts for self-discovery. Something that I've been trying to practice for a long time is learning how to articulate my feelings and just being really upfront about how I feel and learning how to voice that, and becoming more self-aware as I'm getting older. It's something that's really important to me, and it's something that helps cultivate a lot of my relationships outside of the internet. With that being said, let me show you the course that I've been taking. The first course I wanted to recommend to all of you is called Writing for Self-Discovery: 6 Journaling Prompts for Gratitude and Growth. This is a course that's taught by a beautiful woman named Yasmin Cheyenne, and she is a writer, a speaker, and a self-healing advocate, and so she's super dope. Definitely check her out. Another course that I've been taking is visual journaling, and it's taught by a woman named Jordan Sandler, and she talks about how to really draw your feelings, and it's really fun. It's a really creative way to kind of get your mind out of a hump and get your creative juices flowing again. I have one more class to recommend to all of you. Some of you might know her already. She is one of the bullet journaling queens in the space, and her name is Amanda Rach Lee. She just recently launched her course on art journaling for self-care. This is absolutely awesome. A lot of my previous journals I kept over the years, I have them with me here, and I love looking back at them and just seeing how much growth that has happened and how I feel about things now. It really boosted up my confidence a lot because I would be so shy to kind of speak out on things, and I would always keep quiet, and it'd take a lot for me to speak up on things that would bother me. And so that just became like a really unhealthy thing mentally for myself. And like in order for me to get out of that, I had to learn how to really practice being honest with myself and my own emotions, and learning how to express that in writing first before I speak out is something that's been really helpful. The first 1,000 people to use the link in my description box will get a free trial of Skillshare Premium membership. Definitely take a chance and check it out. I know all of you are busy right now with classes, but sometimes it's nice to take a course and to kind of get your mind off of things outside of work and school. So get on it, okay? Everybody, get on it. Thank you for your support. and let's keep going with the video. I recently picked up this new journal from Walmart when I was back at home in Florida. This is just a regular Exceed bullet journal. Before I was using this notebook from Muji, and I ended up finishing it up last week. I think a misconception that people have about journaling is that it's something that you have to force yourself to do every single day. And although I do think that is important, and I do think that it can be helpful, everybody has their own groove to stuff, you know? So don't ever feel like you have to force yourself to sit down and write something. I think another misconception that comes with that is when you are choosing to only journal whenever something is really bothering you. And which I think is also just as important. It's a great outlet, but I would love to challenge all of you to also journal when good things are happening in your life and when you feel good, because you do want to document those feelings and you do want to remember what it feels like to be in that happy space. And remember that you did go through that happy space. Does that make sense? So I feel like journaling in general, it can be really intimidating sometimes because you're like, oh dang, like I'm really forced to sit down and like write something, and sometimes I'll like blank out and not know what to write down. Some journaling prompts that I love to do is like a rose, a bud, and a thorn. A rose is something good that's happening right now. A bud is something that's currently growing in my life right now. And then a thorn is something that's been really, really challenging for me. And that's a really great way to just kind of have like a daily or a weekly reflection. I think even starting off your morning with journaling, or even ending your evening with 3 good things that happened to you today or that you've seen throughout your day, because sometimes we forget when we're really stressed out. At least for me, like when I'm really stressed out and I'm in my own world, it's hard for me to not shut off my brain. I'm always like in my own little world, you know? So it's really good to practice taking a step back and looking at the bigger picture. And there are a lot of things to be appreciative of and to be grateful for. And so it's really good to continue to practice gratitude, so that way we can slowly learn how to manifest more abundance into our lives. That's my spiel on that. Hello everybody, happy Sunday. I wanted us to try to do an interactive journaling activity together, so grab your notebooks and pens and we can go ahead and get started. This is a journaling prompt that I got from Yasmin Cheyenne from her course on Skillshare. The journal prompt is to write from a quote. So the first thing you're going to do is choose a quote that you really love, and you're going to write that down. And lately, I am super into self-help books, and so my roommate recently purchased After the Rain by Alex L., who is an amazing storyteller. She is incredible. You all have heard me rave about her before, but this is her book, After the Rain. And I ended up pulling a quote from here. The quote that I ended up choosing for today is, "I am brave enough to see myself, even when others don't." And thinking about like how does this quote make me feel, and like what's coming up for me as I listen to it. And when I read it over and over again. And so I was just jotting down some thoughts, and I think it's like making me realize that I've had this like guilty cloud over my head where I hold like really high expectations for myself when it comes to work, when it comes to doing anything in life, and holding myself to that standard sometimes, like it's a great thing because it helps motivate me to keep working, but sometimes it can really get in the way of seeing my accomplishments and celebrating those things. Having that self-validation is something that I'm constantly trying to practice, and it's a lot easier said than done. I think it comes in waves, and so like jotting down like messy notes. And keep in mind, like Yasmin like really stresses that it's okay if it's not neat, you know, it's okay if it's unfinished. Your stream of thoughts and like this exercise is supposed to allow you to kind of sit with things and like really ponder in your own thoughts. I know this is getting a little deep right now, but anyways, when I was following her activity, something that she wrote was, "What I have gone through doesn't define me. My story in my past has built me up to my resilience today." Now just like learning how to gain that courage back to step into my power and understand that, hey, like I am who I am proud of who I am and who I'm becoming. And so that's kind of like my mini epiphany for today. But anyways, I know I look insane right now. My hair is just like all over the place, but we're just gonna let it be because this is me in my natural habitat right now on a Sunday morning. So it is what it is. I wanted to say thank you so much for sticking it to the end. Thank you for participating with me. This is kind of a new like video idea for me, but I really thought it was necessary because I feel like we're all going through it right now. So I want to also remind you all that we are living in a very crucial time right now. So please make sure that you're making a plan to vote if you're able to. You know, talk to your friends and family about it, because in order for us to be a part of the change that's happening in our world, we have to really hit the ground running with it and like fully commit and make a plan. So anyways, I love you all very much. I'm sending you all of my love, sending you a huge hug to wherever you are, and I will chat with you all very soon. Peace.